It's Martial for Cavani, and Rashford puts it in, and Manchester United are targeting West Ham's top four place.
Marcus Rashford's late winner against West Ham before the break earned 3 valuable points for Manchester United in the top 4 race. It was the 4th time the England international had hit a 90th minute winner in the Premier League. No player has managed more. But despite taking the lead against Burnley in their last outing, the Red Devils only took 1 point from Turf Moor on a frustrating evening. Edinson Cavani started on Tuesday, and since his debut for the club, the Uruguayan has the best minutes per goal ratio of all United players with 3 or more goals in that time. So should Ralf Rangnick use his experienced asset more?
I absolutely love Edinson Cavani. He's got a really infectious work rate about him. He's a proper pro. He's someone that I think the youngsters can look up to. The way he approaches matches, the way he approaches games, the way he goes about his business. He's a born winner. He's a natural goal scorer. The positions that he gets himself into as well is something that the younger players can learn from.
Walker-Peters for Redmond. Back for Carl Walker-Peters again! It's a wonderful Southampton goal! It's De Bruyne that takes the responsibility, and Laporte comes round the back to score.
By Ward-Prowse first time, and there is the equaliser. It's El Yunusi. Ward-Prowse again. Oh, and it's Shea Adams this time. 2-1 down, they're 3-2 up.
Southampton have showed positive home numbers for the majority of the season, but that away win at Spurs would have surprised many. It was only their 3rd Premier League victory on the road this campaign, but shows that Manchester United should not underestimate them.
A lot of their best results have come at home. They've been beaten heavily a couple of times away against the big boys. What I would say is that they're a young team. They work incredibly hard. They get bodies behind the ball, the 2 wide men, and get into decent defensive positions as well. And then they've got the ability to counter-attack on sides as well. They have had a decent record against the big boys, but particularly at home. I think they've been a couple of times away from home when they've had some bigger defeats, but they are a team that work incredibly hard.
Since his debut for Saints last February, Mohamed Salisu has certainly found his feet in the English top flight. Playing a key role in defence, the 22-year-old has made 58 interceptions so far this season, by far the most in the league.
I have been really impressed with Salisu. Even at the start of the season, there was a couple of performances that really caught my eye. He's a physical player, likes to get tight to people, doesn't like to let them turn. And he's able to do that because he's very quick as well. So even if he does get tight and gets turned, he's got the ability to recover because his pace gets himself back in.
Shaw whips it in, and Wan-Bissaka puts it in. Another ball in, and Edinson Cavani is on the end of it. Martial fires the ball in quite beautifully. Bruno Fernandes helping it back in, and it is put in for 9. And Manchester United are running riot.
It's incredibly rare we see such a one-sided contest in the Premier League, but last season's clash between these two was just that. Unfortunately for Southampton, it wasn't even the first time they'd lost by 9 in recent times. That drubbing equalled Man United's record victory in this competition and underlined their overall dominance over Southampton. But with United stuttering and Ralph Hasenhüttl's men delivering that fine display at Spurs, who will be playing with more confidence this Saturday?
I expect it to be a reasonably tight game. Southampton have had a good record against the big boys, but away from home, they have struggled a couple of times. So I would expect Man United, in the position they are, pushing for that top 4, that they'll come out on top. So I'm going to say Man United 2-0.